piece that we're working on, Johann Sebastian Bach's cello suite. And throughout this particular piece, that there's a lot of string crossings. And one of the things we were talking about in that I was talking about with a student is the necessary movements to get it sounding really smooth. A lot of that has to do with how light, how loose, how relaxed that this is. Now, there's a dichotomy here. There's a difficulty because you have to keep a firm grip or you lose control. If your grip isn't firm enough, the bow will slide around and you can't control what way it's moving. And you don't want it to be so tight, white knuckle kind of grip on this, though, that there isn't some flexibility with this. And contrasting that also is the fact that to get a decent sound, we really have to let our arm way down the string, arm, bow, hand, everything way down the string. And the general recommendation for practicing something like this is to really focus, notice, pay attention to what's happening here in your right hand. And in particular, it's the last section we were working on. This isn't great from this angle, but as I'm doing this, hard to keep this in frame here. Now this is loose enough, relaxed enough, but you can see I've got a firm enough grip that I get this flexibility from my pinky and my index finger helping me really control what's happening here. And what I'd say to start with this, because it is hard to feel if it's happening or not. One way you can start this, and any way that you do this, by the way, I should mention, is you really have to do it slow. Slow enough that then you can focus and feel what's happening in your arm. Feel ideally from shoulder, going down to elbow, going down into all of this right here. Feeling all of that stuff here. What are my muscles like? What does that feel like to get all of that? And then as I'm doing that, to feel more particularly for this, you're likely to tighten up around here and here. So then I can have, I might even try just string to string. Can I keep that loose, relaxed, but controlled? And then I feel like I can do that, just one down bow. I can do. As I'm doing the up bow in particular, I'm pulling from this right here, like that. And my motion is coming from that wrist, fingers. You also notice that I'm not using a lot of my, even my elbow to cross strings. And when I feel that comfortable right there, I can go back and forth. And eventually get a little bit faster. And then eventually, if I'm going fast enough, it's really hard to do this up tall like that. A little bit less clean than I want there, but then I can start adding in. Missed a shift in there somewhere, but and the same. This same movement that I did here, and just that string crossing is going to transfer. That same feel is going to transfer throughout this light loosening off. That is going to transfer to what I'm doing in later sections as well, even from the beginning. Now, especially watching this, when you watch yourself, the best thing, and yes, Jen, sorry, I don't know if I said your name well, but the looseness, relaxedness here. And if you look at it, if it looks like you're doing a lot of work, it probably means you're doing it wrong. What this means, though, is a lot of immediate present practice time in which you're thinking very deeply. Yeah, and Bach is to your comment here. I saw you post up there that yeah, Bach is there's so much subtlety, complexity. Apparently, Bach himself was an amazing violinist, which is why we get so much amazing string literature from him that ends up being so difficult. So yeah, that's the idea with this is loose, relax, and if you can't quite feel if you're getting it yet, I would simplify, simplify, simplify until you can just notice that one feel of that. And I hope this was helpful, both for my student, anybody else watching this, and I'll see you in the next live video. Thanks, everybody.